Shout out to my affiliate and supporter of the Deck Builder Society, FlipsideGaming.com. If you want to save yourself 10% off your next order of Magic cards, use promo code DBS at checkout. Help yourself and the channel at the same time. Take a quick trip with me through the list of the Golgari commanders out there, and you'll see that there's some pretty sweet options. But one that's frequently overlooked is Glissa. Glissa wasn't always the traitor we know her as today. Once upon a time, she was Glissa Sunseeker, a simple elf just looking to protect her friends and family on Mirrodin. And of course, as they tend to do, the Phyrexians had to show up, crash the party, and ruin everything. Over time, the Phyrexians bent and twisted the environment of Mirrodin to suit their will, and nothing was spared, not even our good friend Glissa. Glissa's corrupted form came with some serious upgrades. Let's start with the basics. A 3/3 for 3 mana with First Strike and Death Touch, that alone is awesome. Add in an ability that recurs artifacts from your graveyard every time you kill a creature, and you have yourself a winner. Here's how you build the greatest Glissa deck of all time. Just jam every single sword of that you can find in the deck and swing for the fences. Guaranteed to work 100% of the time. Looks like my work here is done. Give Glissa swords, win game. Now that is a well thought out battle plan. But wait, you might be one of those smart people who realizes that you need more than 5 swords in your deck to actually win a game. So good thing I have 5 more reasons why Glissa the Traitor is underrated. Being able to bring your artifacts back to life by killing opposing creatures is not an ability that should be taken lightly, especially when that ability is attached to a commander with black in her color identity and built-in death touch. Tired of commanders like Muldrotha or Carador reanimating creatures to their little heart's content? You can shut that down repeatedly with artifacts like Nihil's Spellbomb or Tormod's Crypt. Single-use removal spells are overrated. Sylvok Replica and Executioner's Capsule can be recurred repeatedly and really make your opponents suffer. There are a ton of 10-cent bulk cards out there collecting dust in boxes that alongside Glissa are far more valuable than their price tag might suggest. Stop killing creatures for free when instead you can be rewarded with a shiny new artifact every time you do. Speaking of assassinating opposing creatures, our friendly neighborhood Glissa has a huge variety of murder-face spells at her disposal. It's important to have a variety of removal. We never know what's going to happen out there on the battlefield. Uncounterable things like Abrupt Decay or versatile removal like Putrefy are all perfect examples. The beauty of instant speed removal is being able to tag an opponent with it when they least expect it. Not only are you taking out a creature, but you're also getting back a precious artifact. Board wipes pull double duty alongside Glissa. Not only are you taking out a bunch of threats, you can also recur an artifact for each enemy creature you kill. Viridian Longbow and Thornbite Staff are any death touch creature's best friend. You can use these alongside Glissa to sniper shot any creature that might be too big for her to handle on her own. And if these handy dandy sniper rifles happen to be removed, Glissa can easily bring them back to life. Don't wait around for other people to fill up your graveyard for you. Start filling it up yourself with the help of spells like Grapple with the Past, Grisly Salvage, and Gerard's Orders. Taking control of what goes into your graveyard makes your removal spells that much more valuable. Spells like Entomb and Buried Alive set you up for massive plays out of your graveyard. Now instead of waiting around, you can go and get that Burnished Heart, Scarecrow, or Duplicant and take control of your board state. Glissa's ability is a tremendous value engine, and the only way your opponents will ever be able to shut off your filigree familiars and treasure keepers from repeatedly abusing them is to exile your graveyard. Otherwise, they're going to have a really hard time. Sack outlets and graveyards matter strategies go hand in hand. If the thought of slamming down a Blightsteel Colossus with Kuldotha Forgemaster or making a ton of 0/1 GOAT tokens with a trading post doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. Here's how to make people mad in a nutshell. Start with a coercive portal. Either the table lets you draw extra cards, or you blow up all their stuff. If the portal doesn't work, repeated use of a Nev's disc will make any commander game a never-ending onslaught of pain. And why wait around for your opponents to find their precious combo pieces when instead you can sacrifice a Jester's Cap and go and exile them from the game before they even have a chance to use them? Memory Jar is a fantastic way to manipulate people's hands, especially if you can recur it and do it repeatedly. Mimic Vat is a fun way to repeatedly abuse your opponents with their own creatures. When it comes to salt-inducing artifacts, Mindslaver is one of the best. Being able to take over a person's entire turn not only sets them back, it sends them a message that you are not to be messed with. This ridiculous piece of machinery right here is every combo player's dream. Here's a fun example. Go ahead and sack Wormcoil Engine to the Ironworks. Make yourself 2 mana. Then, when you get a fresh batch of tokens from the Wormcoil Engine, sack one of those. With the 4 mana you've created, go ahead and bring that Wormcoil Engine back with a Nim Death Mantle. You can do this over and over and over again and make a billion worms if you feel like it. But maybe you have a deep-rooted hatred for all things worm. In that case, you can do the exact same thing with Myr Battlesphere. Why not take this rolling ball of death and turn it into an infinite Myr creating rolling ball of death? Glissa's hidden talent is her ability to abuse Stax artifacts. Your opponents can get rid of these, but you can always just bring them back. Smokestack is particularly potent. You can get rid of your artifacts, and when it comes to your opponent's turn and they start sacking useless creatures, you can recover whatever artifacts you got rid of to Smokestack. It's a shame that Glissa isn't played more often. Her power and potential are only limited by your imagination. To me, Glissa the Traitor embodies everything you could ever want in a commander. A low casting cost, powerful abilities, and capable of being built in a variety of ways. But I want to hear from you. Who should be next on Underrated Commanders? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Whichever commander receives the most votes will be featured in the next episode of this series. And you know what's up, deck builders. Stay classy. I'll see you next time.